Hey there, my name is Anna, and there is one thing you should know about me. I'm going through the toughest period of my adolescence now, which is naturally called unrequited love. How is it any different from any of yours? Well, I'm in love with my cousin. Here is Jeff, my crush. My mom married my stepfather a few years ago, and Jeff is his nephew, so now he is also my cousin. Or, as I would rather say, my step-cousin. So you see, there are no blood ties here. You might say that there are no problems then, but there are. First of all, Jeff is like 16 years older than me, and I doubt that he perceives me as a woman at all. I mean, for him, I'm still a child at 14 years old. But even this is not the biggest deal in this whole situation. Everything began a year ago. It was my stepdad's 50th birthday, and the whole family gathered together for the celebration. This was also a chance to meet all the relatives from both sides of the family, because my parents never had an actual wedding, so there were plenty of new family members I'd never actually met before. Jeff was one of them. He grabbed my attention from literally the first second. For me, being a really affectionate person, it really was a love crush at first sight. I couldn't believe that he was that much older than me, because he looked really young. Nevertheless, we had some nice small talk, and after that party, I could no longer make myself stop thinking about him. Of course, I friended him on every social network I could, but we haven't chatted much, because of the age difference, probably. But I liked and commented on every single photo from his page, and so did he. And my love was like getting more overwhelming from day to day. I'd even started a diary to get my thoughts about him out of my head. I felt like I shouldn't tell anybody about my love, as if I were on the verge of insanity or something. One part of me thought I might have been a freak to feel something like this toward my cousin. But the other part was encouraging me with the fact that we were not directly related. And this step prefix calmed me down. Then my mom shared excellent news with me. Jeff was going to do some business in our city, and my parents kindly suggested that he stay with us at our big home. Everybody was happy. My stepdad was going to spend some time with his only nephew, and Jeff was going to save some extra money on accommodations and food. But I was the happiest in the situation. You just can't imagine how excited I was about sleeping under the same roof with him, or eating the same food while sitting next to each other and stuff. I had even gotten some money from my parents to buy a couple of new outfits. I had to look perfect for him, you know? Everything was amazing when he came. He seemed to have become even taller and more handsome than he was before, and I felt like I was drowning in deep waters when he was telling us something about his job and life. I felt happy because he was near me, and worried at the same time, because I was too shy to show my affection for him. Once, I remember after dinner, my mom asked me to clear the table and wash the dishes, and Jeff suddenly suggested that he would help. I was like, is it possible that he wants to be one-on-one with me? Then all of a sudden, I couldn't breathe and my heart seemed to stop beating. When doing our chore, he was asking me about my school, my friends, and my interests. And suddenly he asked if I had a boyfriend. My stomach twirled instantly, and I almost dropped the dishes on the floor. I didn't know how to react to that question, so I said, no. Of course, since I really had no boyfriend, but my face turned bright red. When Jeff left to go home, I was on my own again, with my love and my diary. I was filling it with hearts and stuff around his name, when I heard the phone ring. I heard how Mom picked it up and understood that it was Jeff calling. I held my breath and began to listen to the conversation. When I heard my mom hang up the phone, I felt almost a physical need to know why he called. I rushed to my mom and found her right away telling my stepdad that Jeff had called to say that he was going to get married. I felt like the whole world had fallen on me. I yelled, "No!" As if I'd seen how someone was going to murder somebody. This reaction was too much, I knew it, but it wasn't done on purpose. I ran back to my room and burst into tears. I couldn't believe that he was going to marry someone else, and I felt like I was betrayed or something. Later, Mom said that we needed to talk. I was not in the mood, but she insisted. She said that she and my stepdad were somehow aware of my feelings toward Jeff. I was surprised because I had always been thinking that I was pretending so well. But then Mom said that even Jeff knew about my feelings, and this information almost literally killed me. I'd never cried that hard before. It turned out that my secret love was not a secret at all. And when Jeff was here at my house, he already knew how I felt about him and said nothing. even asking me if I had a boyfriend instead. Oh, how could he do this to me? And now he's going to get married, still knowing that I am totally in love with him. That's awful and devastating and embarrassing all at the same time.
What do you think of this story? Please feel free to share your comments and stories in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.